Supergirl and Clark. But oh,
okay, take us to those coordinates. We'll check in with our handler, get our next job, which is, watch what you say around. The whole Fed thing, the guy's probably wired up like a fucking no-way car.
I just got that.
Did you hear about that no-way car going rogue? The guys say it was sabotage.
Okay, I am back. My phone has run out of charge, but I was just telling someone something about some film coming out. But I'm going to focus on this now. Let's do this, man. Let's do this. Let's blow this joint, motherfucker. Motherfucker. Who's this third man with us? Who's this boy with the glasses? I shouldn't have said that. I didn't mean that in a racist context. I was like, who is this guy? But I didn't mean it in that way.
Here we are. Our handler should be inside.
I promise I didn't mean that in a bad way. I was like, who is this guy? Who is this boy? Like that, you know? Not like, never mind. I'm just going to be quiet now. But I think, I don't know. I hope people don't know. I hope people understand I don't mean that in any specific way. I don't mean it in any bad way. I just said it like referring to it.
You on what's next.
You know?
And if anyone asks, I'm on a break.
I'm not going to.
Look alive! Jesus!
This mission is intense. We've played this like 3 times already, I think.
Okay, ladies,
oh,
change
shit,
of plan. I'm sure you all heard about the attack on the No Way Depot. From this point forward, sensitive data is now under 24-hour protection.
This is about to get heavy, man.
Are the protection. I'm dropping the location of the data center now. Keeping that site safe is your number one
You go next to that one, I'll go next to this one,
break,
and then when they attack us, we'll knock them both out immediately. Hold on. Oops. Okay. Let's blow this joint, motherfucker. Motherfucker. No, I'm just gonna fucking destroy these bitches, man. Let's go. Let's fuck shit up. Let's kill everyone. Get prepared to die. Get prepared. Oh, I died. Oh my god. Oh my god. No, my god. I'm going. No, my god. Nah, man, we did a good job anyway, didn't we? We brought a little man with us, a little guy. Mr. Man with the glasses, cool dude, cool guy. I wear sunglasses every day, but he's a cool guy. This guy's cool. He's very cool. He's very interesting. He has a certain personality to him. He's very silent. He's very cool. He's very mysterious. Many people are interested. Many people. He is who he is.
Okay, here we are. Our handler should be inside.
Our handler should be inside. Good. Here we are. Our handler should be inside. Hurry up, cutscene. We don't care about this crap. We just want to get over and done with it and get mad.
Pay attention. He'll brief you on what's next. And if anyone asks, I'm on a break.
Gather. Okay, ladies, change of plan. I'm sure you all heard about the attack on the No Way Depot. From this point forward, sensitive data is now under 24-hour protection. We are the protection. I'm dropping the location of the data.
Are you ready to kill everybody? We're going to kill everybody. We're going to kill everybody. We're going to kill everybody. We're going to murder them all. We're going to kill everybody. We're going to take everybody's life. We're going to kill everybody. We're going to kill them all. Kill everybody. Everybody's going to die. Everybody's going to die. We're going to kill everybody. I'm really sorry, but these guys are dying. I apologize for that. Let's blow up all their cars. They don't deserve these cars. In fact, these motherfuckers don't deserve any. These motherfuckers. What was it? It was like, you look like you eat sand. Early motherfucker. You're the vine. Like, you look like you eat sand. Okay, we'll take my car. Wait, you already need to, let's drive. I'll race you there, pal. It's like Fast and Furious. If I tried that in real life, I'd probably die and embarrass myself. I'd humiliate myself trying to do that, like, no look while driving. Trying to impress your crush, like me, you know? I'd probably just drive straight up into a lamppost and I'd be, like, wrapped around it, just, like, crushed with it. And that'd be horrific and really sad. But imagine it, it's actually quite funny to be fair. Just because of how silly that idea is, you know? Whoops, that blue car needs someone to drive. They did the middle finger up at me, but they came out of nowhere. Let's be real. Yeah, but so, you know what a dash cam is in German? There's a company called Garmin, and they're like, okay, Garmin, video speichern, and it's like video stop or video like record or something. So funny. Okay, Garmin, video speichern. We're just going in hardcore with this, aren't we? Fucking rocket launchers and everything. Fucking hell. We're like the A-team. A duo. We're a duo. We're a duo. We're not the duo, but we're a duo. Like Batman and Robin. The Gunman and Robin. Okay, you lot are dying today. FIB, fibbing. They're liars. They're literal fibs. They are literal fibbers. They're fibbing. Fibonacci sequence predicted their fibs. They're such fibbing fibs. They're so prone to fibbing. That's a word they say. They're such fibbing. Yeah, fibbing. Oh my god, that was so embarrassing, man. Wow. I'm so sorry. JP, we got 0 JP, man. JP. Yo, we got no JP. Yo, JP. Hit us with a beat. It's like sort of the way you'd get in like a 2000s like rap, you know? Like those like silly like every rapper in the 2000s said that, like, yo, JP, hit us with a beat. And they start like, they start rapping and like, like music. Oh, there'll be one of the things. Yeah. What are you going away with me? Well, no number to call me. I don't know who this number is. I'm going to be called by the number tomorrow. I'm very afraid of the number. I don't know who it is. I'm very afraid of the number. I don't know what to do. I'm scared today. I'm very afraid today. I might die in a horrible day. I'm going to be killed by the cartel. I'm not safe anymore. I do not know what to do. I'm very afraid now. I am scared. I do not know what to do. We are going to the data center. Treacherous. You betrayed me. I think fuck these motherfuckers. Look at these motherfuckers. Look at all these motherfuckers. Motherfucker. You're the only motherfucker. What's that? Boom, boom, boom. Shake like way up. What's that? Boom, boom, boom. Michael. There's actually a version of Michael called Schmeichel. Your name's Schmeichel. And they have a tricky life. Difficult life. Difficult life. Schmeichel's difficult life. Very difficult upbringing of Schmeichel. I apologise. My mistake. Schmeichel's mistake. Michael's mistake. Michael. Dexter Schmorgan. Mungus. Oh yeah. It's a lady in Israel that had Tinder. It was so funny, her name. It was like, what was it? It was like Schmungle or something. Schmungle. Is that her name? Schmungle? Fuck, it was so funny, man. I'm actually going to try and find it, but like, it was so funny because they're like really evil in Israel. It's like okay to laugh at the names, but man, I honestly nearly pissed myself with laughter. Is it Schmogan? Schmungle. I think it was Schmungle. It might have actually been Schmungle. Like Zionists or whatever, political, whatever. Yeah. It was crazy though. It's actually really funny, to be honest. All those names that people have, like in our culture, we'd laugh at it, but in their place, it's like normal to be called like Schmungle. Schmungle. It's not like a like mushroom. Listen to it, Schmungle. There's a Schmungle in the forest. It sounds like a creature of some kind. Beware the Schmungle. Schmuggle. Mungus. Schmungler. Schmungler. There's many Schmunglers among us. Beware the Schmunglers. Okay, I'm gonna make a run for it, but I'm gonna die. Let's just run. No, don't let me die, don't let me die.
Don't let me, darling, you know. Don't let me down, no. Don't let me down. Don't let me down.
Okay, I'll be right back. Love you guys. Bye-bye. Oh man, I got killed off screen. Fuck. I see you're driving the best car in the game. The wonderful white car. It's a very strange shape. Respectfully, I actually have nothing against anyone. I will never actually make fun of their name out of spite. It's only humorous jokes, because I don't like being mean. It is strange.
You got the data? I'll study up and see what I can find. You make a great double agent. Worrying.
Well, my cat, she's named Gus, he's the boy one, the littlest boy. He was just like falling asleep, and I pet his tummy, and he like wrapped himself around my arm, as I was like snuggling his head with my hand. He's such a sweet little cat. He's like often very grumpy, but he was in a good mood today, I think. He's a good boy. He's a sweet little cat. such a fuzzy little head. And Gwen, his sister, came up and she like jumped up on my knee. I was leaning down. She was like, "Please give me a hug." And she's so sweet. I love the cats. You know, they're really sweet. They're really rare as well. My ones. Everything about my life is so rare. It's strange, but it's kind of cool. Very strange. I have nothing against anyone's religion. I respect people have their own beliefs, and I don't think you could ever change that definitively. I think people should have their own freedom.
It has to be like completely distinct from like the mainland universe. You know, because I feel like you can't have two of the same characters, but they're like the same. You know what I mean? Like, what about you cause confusion? And I feel like that is Rob's storyline for the mainland continuation. Like, yeah, I got to the point. That's Snyder's Vision came back. I don't think it's really bad because nobody confused, right? Because obviously Zack Snyder has his own vision and his own style, whatever, and it completely contrasts to DC, whatever. So like, you know, different. They went to a different story, but not necessarily went to the same universe. They just recast the actor, whatever.
I okay. I'm back.
G'day, boss.
Oh. Oh. Ow! Are you fucking kidding me? You fucking taking the piss. I see you now. My heart belongs to Slummy. Excuse-moi, I barked as soon as you joined the party. I'm very sorry. I'm very sorry, but I do not know what to do. I'm very afraid of my life being taken from me. I don't want to die. Many people want to kill me. I'm very afraid. I don't want to die. Okay. I'm going to be serious. Okay, I can't be serious, but there's a lady in Israel named Shlomit, and there was an app in Israel that's like dating for people who were Jewish, which I don't have anything against, by the way. Lots of people are really horrible towards people like that. I don't know why. I think everyone should be respectful of each other. But the funniest thing is her name, Shlomit. Now, the name Shlomit is exceptionally is like really flouncy, and it's completely funny. It's completely unserious. I think it was a joke account, but this lady Shlomit is like, it's the funniest name, and I feel really bad for laughing at it, because obviously it's normal there, but it's strange here, and it sounds like vomit, and it's just a strange sounding name, Shlomit. But upon discovering this, I laughed harder than I had laughed in months. I absolutely almost pissed myself with laughter. I was on the floor, rolling, holding my stomach. I was in physical pain, excruciating pain, in fact, because I was laughing that much. It was so funny. But yeah, I was making this joke. I was saying like, my heart belongs to Shlomit, like that, because obviously their name is Shlomit, and it's like a funny name. So I was like pretending that, oh yeah, like you made a match with them on Tinder and stuff. Obviously not, but it's just so funny, man. But yeah, I can't stop thinking about how funny those names are. There's some weird, like, if you download Tinder as like a joke, just to like explore and find people, the funniest thing about it is how you'll find like some of the weirdest things in other countries. It's really funny. But yeah. Sure, man. What a funny name. But yeah. I'm going to... Oh yeah, I have an opinion. I want to see if you agree with this. So, no politicians. Even if there was a real good one that wasn't a staged actor put in place of a leader in a hypothetical sense that for normal people would be seen as relatively normal, whereas the people who obviously live their lives would believe so because that's all they've ever been known to know and taught to know, whereas the Supreme Court actually acts above the US government in the sense that they make substantial decisions that play into world politics and how it really works in the economy. Now, a president is more so a spokesperson or a manager, but the owners above that, they would be very, very powerful people. See? And I was thinking to myself the other day, if the world were to change and there were to be no truly, definitively corrupt individuals in the place of these presidents or political leaders, in the sense that we consider them the average people, or most average people that don't know that they're like more of a puppet in a sense, or a manager of a larger system, with someone above them being the boss. But I was thinking, if someone were to genuinely do some good, it would actually cause more problems. I think the unbalance, being someone that understands consequence, from the perspective of someone who understands how all the factors that play into it would be affected, I think to myself, if someone like Jesus were to come along, let's say, or a Superman, who took charge of everything, would their power really be a power, or more so a negative aspect to life and living? Would it actually lower the quality of life in ways? Because in order to obtain everything that makes life normal as it is, I think people have to take into account the fact that so much of it is gained through blood and horrible things that you can't even really think about. So much corruption, so deep, that the things we consume literally kill us slowly. And that, to me, is quite interesting. Now, if someone were to come along, though, and manage all these things and make everything truly, definitively good, everything would fall apart. But in a way, the system that replaces it may actually be worse still, because if you think about how everything works and how it's distributed, some of it's distributed through fair means, whereas some of it's just very unfair. But if it was completely fair, it would be completely unfair, because there'll be people with way too much power, and I don't think it would be equalized in the sense that every person, every man and woman could obtain a bit of power for themselves through the means of chipping away at this massive system that's designed to be able to do that, to distribute, and kind of keep people who are doing illegal things quiet and happy. Because at the end of the day, the people who steal from banks and stuff like that, the banks are just going to print more money. They don't actually lose the money. So in a lot of ways, they understand that, and that's why many of these rich people that get away with it, that used to be criminals, were allowed to do so by the system. The system has to let these things happen. And I keep thinking to myself, if Jesus definitively is real, or he was, and he came back to life, would he be considered a terrorist in a lot of ways? Or, I don't know, a dictator even, if he were to try and take power back from all these people that he considers to be bad? Because to me, I feel like it definitely would happen in that way. It is very interesting to think about. I feel like it plays into a lot of that thing of, if like Batman or Superman was real, would what they do really matter if they didn't kill the criminal that was horrible, and they let the criminal get back out there? I feel like if they eliminate a threat, would it just make them would they be doing a bad thing to get rid of that person, or the right thing? Because they're still killing that person. They're using that power to deal with this thing, although they're using it for a better mean, but it's still a bad thing taking a life, Obviously that person's taken many, probably, the person who's done the bad thing. But ultimately, the person who's done all those bad things would be regarded as the villain, even though the person who killed them would have done something bad there. But I don't know if it would make them as bad, though. That's the thing. But even then, who gives anyone the right to take any sort of life? And at the end of the day, does anyone even really own anything? People can't own matter. I mean, they can say they can, but legally, obviously there's all that legality that plays into things, but it doesn't. I don't think there's any way, shape or form that someone can own part of a forest that belongs to animals that live there by right, territorially. They've earned the right to live in those places. And the ecosystem relies on animals that people are now evicting from the planet, which is probably why so many aspects of the ecosystems around the world are beginning to collapse. Because naturally, there's things like cows that produce methane. More of it started appearing in the atmosphere as they've been mass bred. And then you've got things like, let's say, cars as well, carbon emissions. And you've got things like nitrates from certain plants that grow on a mass scale that aren't meant to be as common as they are. I think humans are tampering with the environment as well, and they don't deserve to, because they don't have the power or the knowledge to understand the consequence, but they think they do. And it's even weirder that people are now working towards using up all of the water for AI. Do you know how people are now running out of water globally? Or they're beginning to, or they're beginning to have less of it in stock because of how much is used to run artificial intelligence. That is crazy to me. And when I was thinking about the other day how when the air becomes dirty, people will be blackmailed into having to work in a sort of modern slavery or futuristic dystopian slavery where in order to breathe clean air, or relatively clean, it probably won't be monitored or managed in a very healthy way, judging by government standards and how they already treat people, but it will be really horrible how people will have to work to be able to breathe. I think that's going to be really disturbing. And in a way, whatever we're working towards or doing will probably be making the environment worse anyway. So humans, in general, I think are completely screwed, and I'm starting to believe that whoever is in charge very much is evil on par with Satan, as an archetype, or very literally him. I wouldn't even be surprised if there's some ancient person who's like immortal who is Satan out there. I mean, in ancient history there are vampires, and relatively modern history too, and there's even like skulls with these elongated teeth and really dense bones that are like super strong. And sorry I just crashed into you, but I'm starting to think that all these supernatural things definitively do exist. From my research, dragons were likely just like large birds or dinosaurs, and we know from common practice of archaeological studies that bird bones break down or decompose at such a fast rate and they're so brittle that it's damn near difficult, and not entirely impossible, but definitely difficult to trace fossils, even now, with how much the world has shifted since the dinosaurs have been here. It's so tricky to find the perfect preservation of dinosaur or even bird bones, because they just decompose so fast, and it has to be the specifically right conditions. And I was thinking, dragons definitely could have existed a few 100,000 years ago, or a few thousand at least, or a few hundred maybe, and just be driven extinct. I mean, they would have been an animal after all. So, and by people's understanding of these sorts of things, they kill many strong animals, believing that it will give them the power if they consume or eat it. So unicorns, may have had a certain bacterial thing in their horns or a certain protein that when consumed may have healed certain things, like bone marrow, stem cells perhaps, like in bones, white blood cells, etc. And we know that people consume horns as well of rhinos. Rhino horns are used for medicinal purposes. So who's to say that there's any way of opposing that argument in the sense that those things very well could have existed? I would say definitively that they do. And I keep saying the word definitively because it's the best way to end a sentence in my opinion. But it's genuinely fantastic that I think a lot of these things, especially now, going back to what I was saying earlier on about how, what was it? It was before archaeological studies. That's it. Modern slavery and how that works. I think at the end of the day, people are going to be blackmailed into working for clean air. And the people that are doing it may have been funneling, all those billions of dollars that are used by the military and infrastructure, but we never get new roads or new buildings. There's really crazy theories out there that all these missing people and missing children are being trafficked off the planet to other planets really far away, and all the budget is being put into ships and aircrafts that can carry humans like cattle to these places to work as a slave race. And that's why there's so many resources, because it's not just the planet they're using, it's asteroids and other planets and massive systems out there that are so large and so complex and so advanced beyond our understanding that even if you did know they existed, you'd be denied immediately, because everyone's obviously taught to live a certain way. So from my perspective, when I've been looking at all these things online, like receipts, hold on, my mum is calling me. Hello? Hello? I've already gotten it.